confess 숨을 내쉬고 뱉어 like 경계는 넘어서 like
Hello everyone, good day! I am your student teacher Aprex. So today, I am going to discuss and talk about what kind of teacher I'll be in the future. So let's start. So as a future educator, a facilitator, and an inspiration to our young learners, I will always put first God in the center of my teaching. I will use His grace and wisdom to cater my students' needs emotionally and mentally. Why I first focus on the students' emotion? It is simply because, as a practice teacher, I believe that the strong foundation of a relationship between a teacher and his or her students is through their emotions and feelings towards each other. Now, if I build a good relationship towards my students, then I can say that it would be easy for me as a teacher to handle a diverse characteristic of students in one classroom. And that is my first goal as a teacher. I can be their parents or their friends outside the classroom, but of course, there would be a limitation. After attaining such, I will then focus on the students' development in the learning process. Because for me, learning in general refers to the ability of a students to process or acquire the knowledge, skills, and understanding about a concept. And as a teacher, that should be our top priority. We should know and be aware about the learning development of our students time to time. So as to their ways and how they should learn, I think and I believe that the student best learn is through their observation and taking part in the learning process. So in short, a student successfully learned if they experience it. And by that case, the student cannot forget the learnings or the knowledge they acquired about that concept. They will always remember it from time to time. I have often observed that most of the students nowadays actively participate in the class if they are involved in the learning process about a certain concept. I believe that the learning that they acquire through experience will remain and probably stay in their mind and in their whole existence. Another thing, if they learn it firsthand, they are probably aware on how to reason out and give justice on their ideas if necessary. And in order to attain that learning or knowledge, I as a teacher should create and develop a classroom environment that can cater diverse students with different characteristics and styles. So I would probably develop a classroom environment that is comprehensive enough and can treat them equally with regards to their levels of capabilities in acquiring knowledge and understanding the concept. And now, my goal for my students is to develop them and let them be the face of a skilled and knowledgeable 21st century learners that are equipped and ready to face challenges in a wider context. I will help them develop to become the person they dream to be, and I will constantly advise them to focus and reach that goal in life. I wouldn't make anyone under my jurisdiction or advisory to feel bad about their grades, their status in life, gender, races, and ethnicity, but instead, I will guide them and give them advices that can help them develop their self-confidence and to be motivated enough to learn and dream for themselves and for their family. As a teacher, I will use a methodology that can cater such students with diverse and different kinds of levels of development. Just like what I've mentioned earlier, the inclusive way of teaching is a good idea. But instead of feeding them the learning that they should learn, I will let them experience it. I will let them explore the things based on their interests and of course follow the intended learning outcomes that were designed for their levels. I will listen to their thoughts and observation while learning. I will develop a harmonious classroom environment that will make them feel at ease and less worried. and to let them know that learning is never a competition, but a fun activity that they should treasure. And finally, I believe a teacher is one of a powerful influencer and a role model. And with that, it ties a big responsibility and obligation. I should be careful of what I say and do, because what I say is what I should do. So therefore, I should be more sensitive in that matter, because it can influence my students and they might follow it. Other than that, I should also be respectful to others, like my colleagues and my students. I should also bear in mind the code of ethics of a teacher, so that I would be aware of what I should do and what should I do to avoid conflicts that can probably harm the image of my profession and lower my dignity as a teacher and as a person. And because I am an aspiring teacher, therefore I accept the challenges and owe to myself to remain a teacher that is committed to the responsibility and obligation of an educator. So if you're a student and you are viewing this video, I hope to see you in the field soon. Thank you and goodbye. Again, this is your practice teacher, Aprex, saying bye-bye.
Make me feel so